start recording.
Yep, ready when you are.
Oh, it's already started. I hit the button,
Okay.
but
That works.
yep, that's what all I do is push buttons. But so this week was historical. I guess we probably should have
Yes.
hashed out like because it does seem like a really big
Yeah,
genre.
it's bigger than I initially thought. Like I knew it was a big genre, but I was like, oh shit, this encompasses a lot.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
it's like you got like war movies and biographies.
Westerns. Yeah,
Well, it could be anything, like a period piece anywhere.
yeah.
So
I
I,
ran I ran into that and I decided, well, I'll eliminate war movies because
okay. Well, I
we'll
think,
talk about those eventually.
yeah,
So,
they're a genre to their own.
mm, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess most of the problems I have with those kind of movies now is that they don't have enough information. Like I was thinking of like more like recently I think Oppenheimer and
Hmm.
the Imitation Game, which is Alan Turing.
Right, yeah.
Like
I saw that one.
both of those, like they make crappy movies. Like I haven't seen
Yeah.
either of them, but it's like I'd rather read the book and get a lot more insight into what's going on.
Yeah, in
Like,
context.
yeah,
Yeah, larger historical context is important, especially for those biopics. Um, I don't generally like those biopic type movies. There's a few that I love. I did think Oppenheimer was really, really good. Um,
I'm sure it is, but it's
I didn't
still
care for,
inadequate. Like,
well, sure, but I mean, it's digestible for, like, if someone doesn't really know who Oppenheimer was
mhm.
and they have no historical knowledge of it. I mean, it's a good way to get someone interested in the subject. Is a
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, I guess.
Um, so I respect them for that. But then there's ones like the Imitation Game. I just thought it was not very good. It was fine, but a lot
Yeah,
of times those movies just follows such a similar pattern and
hmm,
similar structure
yeah.
to the point where I feel like I can't remember what it, was that from the Imitation Game, or was that from another? I can't remember, because they always tend to be filmed the same kind of weird glossy way, and I
Oh,
don't know.
like a
There's
Lifetime movie, or
no, not like a Lifetime movie but like any um, what's the guy that did Oppenheimer? Um,
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan, like any of his movies. They're like very high def, crisp and clean, and
Hmm.
everybody looks impeccable at all times.
Hmm.
And, like no one ever has dirt under their fingernails, that kind of
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
which
very
kind of bugs
sterile.
me if it's supposed to be a historical thing. Like, let's make them at least look like real people and not like a cologne ad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, make it
Um,
lived in. Because I know,
yeah.
like, Back to the Future was like great at that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, just making the
Um,
set feel alive.
oh yeah, definitely. Which is crazy because except for uh, the third one, everything was shot on a backlot
Hmm.
on Back to the Future. Hill Valley is the same town in the show The Ghost Whisperer. It's literally the same backlot.
Well, don't they
Um,
still have it?
so
I thought it was still
yeah,
there.
it's still there. Yeah, there was a show. Um, it's a really bad show, but The Ghost Whisperer
Hmm.
has Jennifer Love Hewitt in it, so of course I love it. It's also
Huh.
like it's really bad. It's a terrible show, but
Okay.
I don't care. I love it.
Hmm.
But the town that show takes place in is Hill Valley. They don't call it Hill Valley; they call it something else.
Hmm.
But there's overhead shots where you're like, oh, like there's where Marty did the thing with the skateboard, you know.
Hmm.
Um, and it's funny too because Biff, the actor who plays Biff, he's one of the characters in the show too. So I like to imagine that actor just never left that backlot.
He
They
lives
just
there.
found him living there. But anyway, going back to the history thing, um, yeah, some of those biopics that are based on real people. I
Yeah.
especially don't like the music ones that are based on musicians. I've never liked any of
Hmm.
those. The Doors was pretty good, but most of them I don't like because they always
Hmm.
follow the exact same pattern and the exact same
Oh, I mean, I like
thing.
Amadeus, which was what, Mozart, but it's been a
Yeah, I mean
long
that's
time.
far enough back that it's probably not.
Hmm.
I don't remember that movie at all,
Oh, okay.
but that's a little more, you know,
Yeah.
more of an exception, I think, because of the period. But
Yeah.
the ones like Ray or um,
Yeah, I don't
it, it,
watch a lot of
the
those. It's like I'd rather see like them in concert. Like I don't
yeah,
really care about their personal lives.
yeah,
It's like
or
that.
even like some of them had interesting lives. I'll watch a documentary, but a movie, it's always the same thing. They it's their rise to fame,
Mhm.
and then they get addicted to something,
Yeah.
some drug or alcohol. Then you got that period, and they start to lose everything, and then they have their big comeback.
Hmm.
It's like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same with every fucking movie,
I
and
don't know. I thought,
maybe that's
don't they take
how their lives play out. But
some liberties with Elvis? It's like I think Elvis movies have put him in pretty strange scenarios. Or was it
yeah,
like Kurt Russell and
there's
uh, anyway?
oh well, yeah, I wouldn't call that like
No.
3,000 Miles to Graceland.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Elvis isn't in that movie. They just,
right. They're
they're Elvis
impersonating.
impersonators. Yeah, that's a fun movie. I like that movie.
Hmm.
Um, Also, I think Kevin Costner should have really played more villains because I thought he was great as
Huh.
a scene chewing villain in that movie. But uh, anyway, I also had to differentiate like, oh, historical has to be about a time period that the film was not filmed in. Because one of my knee jerks was to mention Casablanca because that's one of my all time favorite movies. I was like, wait, no, that was filmed during World War II and took place during World War II. So that's not historical, even though it feels
uh,
like it is because, I'm watching something about World War
I
II.
thought, well, that gets into the kind of fuzzy area of like
Hmm.
um like I was thinking of I guess specifically what is it? Like Heart of Darkness and what's that Vietnam movie? Like I know we weren't supposed to.
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like those that, you can't. I guess that's the whole Gonzo Hunter S. Thompson scenario. It's like where he has to take liberties because he doesn't want to slander anybody and have them sue him. It's like so he takes liberties with the truth. Somehow it makes it more true than,
Oh,
because
yeah,
people
yeah.
get
I mean,
ashamed and sue happy and
right. Yeah. I mean, I get that. There's I think there's a line though that has because I'm very forgiving when it comes to historical movies. Obviously, I'm very forgiving of historical inaccuracies because they're always going to happen in a movie. But also, it depends on what angle you're trying to tell the story from.
Yeah.
You can tell a story like Saving Private Ryan, which, as far as I'm aware, never happened during World War II. There might have been like some incident they based it on, but that story didn't happen. Those people didn't exist.
Right.
But you get a great sense of the experience of the Army Rangers during World War II, during the D-Day invasion. And then you've got something like Band of Brothers, which is based on real, actual people who lived. And,
Okay.
Anyway.
Like my brother
Where
would
was I
probably
going
be
with
better
that?
to talk to. That's more his cup of tea. It's like I know he
Yeah.
religiously rewatches that show.
No, Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
That is a great show. I think it's one of the best miniseries ever made. I do have some nitpicks, and in fact, I have a couple of big nitpicks. And they're small moments in the movie or small details in the overall show, but they're kind of bad. Like there's one character who's kind of portrayed as a bit of a coward, and then he kind of learns not to be a coward, and then they say he died of his wounds later at the end of the episode. Dude didn't die of his wounds, first of all. He lived like I think way up into the 70s. He didn't die, so I don't know how they got that wrong. Also, by all accounts, the dude wasn't a coward. He was just, but they just kind of presented him that way because I guess he had this incident where he had what they called hysterical blindness or something, and couldn't fight for like a couple days or something, and then he got better, I guess. And I don't know if they use that to think like, oh, well, he's a coward. It's like, no, it's fucking war, man. Like we would all be fucked up from that, and it would present different ways. That doesn't make you a coward. Anyway, it's
Okay.
but that gets to one of my issues with a lot of other historical movies, especially ones based on real people, is you got to get at least some of it right because they were real people,
Yeah, I don't know. Because
But
I know the farther back you go, like the more liberties you can take just because there's not that many sources of information to follow. But,
sure, I mean, if like the movie Troy, that's
right.
technically a historical war movie, but we're not even sure Troy really the Trojan War really happened. They think maybe, but it's mostly like mythology and legend. Although I think if I'm remembering correctly, I do think there's some archaeological evidence that there probably was a Trojan War, but that's about all we have. The rest we just base it on the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Right.
That's not history. That's
Right. That's a poem.
Yeah. But then you got something like Braveheart that goes back to the 1300s, and we have plenty of sources for that. Yet Braveheart completely just ignores all of it. It's one of the most historically inaccurate movies ever. It's kind of like a fantasy movie using real people's names. That's pretty much all it is.
Yep. Freedom.
So, yeah. I would recommend The Outlaw King if you want a better view of that war and the people involved. It's a great movie. It's on Netflix.
I like the Vikings. I was like, oh yeah, I completely forgot that that was a show and I watched it.
Yeah, I think the first season, and I haven't picked it up again. I found the thing I found most intriguing was the relationship between the Christian monk that he kidnaps
Okay.
and him, and they're kind of comparing religion and
Hmm.
I did think that the monk's conversion to paganism was kind of
Huh.
kind of happened pretty quickly. Like all of a sudden, he was just like, "Yeah, I guess I'm a pagan now."
Well, I
Uh,
mean, honestly, that's kind of how things went, you know. If you're a slave,
yeah.
like,
Well, sure. There's the survival aspect of it, but was it Ragnar? Is that the guy's name in the first season?
I think
Um,
so. That sounds right.
yeah, like he was, of course, disrespectful to the Christian religion because he like killed monks and stole their shit and burned down
Right.
churches and shit, obviously. But
It's like, why are
in
they leaving
his
us out in the open?
right, in his treatment of his slave and the religion, he was a little bit more like, all right, if that's what you believe, fine. I don't
Hmm.
remember any part where he kind of tried to force his conversion or anything.
Well, I think
Um,
I guess looking at it as a time capsule, and like
mhm.
it seems like the way of life influences your religion more than the other way
Oh,
around.
definitely, yeah, yeah.
So it's like if you're a
Um,
farmer, you're more open
Also,
to
it's
Christian ideas.
yeah, it's also they didn't have the internet, so this was
Right.
probably one of the only other religions he was ever exposed to.
Yeah,
A guy
true.
like that anyway. So he
And
probably would have been like,
books
"Oh shit,
were
there's other options,
right.
and you get to fuck. That's awesome." I mean, like the scene where Ragnar and his wife like invite him into bed, and he's like,
Oh.
"No, no, I'm celibate." Like, I'm sorry, that would break anybody. I'm giving up on any religion for that. Like,
Hmm.
well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna
Yeah.
join both of them and become a pagan right then and there.
Well, I'm not.
So, yeah.
It's like that's not even a thing that I guess is that more of a Catholic thing? Because I mean, it's like most Christians, like the whole
Well,
celibacy thing is
yeah,
like
it
kind of
would have been
baffling.
a Catholic thing, which is, uh, um,
I guess
but
you're,
I think other religions do it too.
yeah.
If you're like
Well,
a
I
monk
know,
or
well, they
you
had
know
like eunuchs and they
a
would
nun.
like just do that to people when they were young. They were like, okay, no nuts for
Hmm.
you. But,
Yeah. Uh,
hmm.
but no, I remember liking that show, and I haven't picked it back up again. That does bring me to one of the not. I'm not going to say it's an honorable mention, but I
Mhm.
almost included it. The Northman. Have you seen that?
I have. I wasn't sure
I
about the historical accuracy.
Well, see, that's where I was like, oh shit, this isn't actually a historical movie. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
this is like a Viking Robin Hood story kind of thing.
I had,
Like this
yeah,
was a
several.
legend from, yeah. Um,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, it
like,
literally ends with a naked sword fight on a volcano. Like,
yep.
of course, that didn't happen. uh,
Well, I mean, it could have happened.
sure, it could have. It's within the realm of possibility, but it just is so obviously, which I'm pretty sure it is, just a tale from the Viking era.
Hmm.
Um, so I don't think it counts as historical. Anyway, you got any
Um,
honorable mentions?
well, I guess I kind of chunked them together. Uh, but yeah, I was gonna like talk about I guess Scorsese's um, what's he call his the Last Temptation of Christ?
Okay.
Hold on. But he made a Jesus movie.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I got it right.
That's the one with Willem Dafoe, right?
Yep, William Dafoe.
Yeah.
And I guess one of the interesting perks of or liberties that Scorsese took with the script. I'm not sure who wrote the script. I'm assuming it's Scorsese, but he made Jesus a carpenter that makes crucifixes.
Yeah, I never saw the Last Temptation of Christ, but that would be odd. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
I
Um,
mean, I don't know.
yeah,
It's
but we're also,
possible.
I think, we're running into a conflict of ideas here too. Because if you like, you're a Christian, right? Uh,
Hmm.
I'm an atheist,
Oh, okay.
and so I'm kind of like, well, that's not a historical movie because none of that happened.
Ah, okay.
But then, you know, we don't have to go down that path. But uh, I'll respect your choice. But I just had to throw that out there. Like I kind of look at it like the Northman, the
Well, I
Northman.
guess
You know.
like my whole thing with that is like it's
Hmm.
still valid even if it didn't. Like Jesus is still the most popular person ever. Like it kind
Yeah.
of doesn't matter if it happened or not. Like that's just the world we live in. So,
Where oh, you went away.
you went away.
Oh, there. No, you did.
Yes, I
Uh,
went off to La La Land where I live.
yeah. Um, yeah. Anyway, but I also think there's an argument to be made that well, it is a historical story. Like people have told this story throughout history.
Mhm.
What is the story they've been telling? So there is that angle that you could, which would legitimize a movie like The Northman as being a historical movie.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Um,
with Jesus
so,
and like the four gospels, it's like it's kind
hmm.
of taking the whole quantum mechanic, observer perspective on things. It's like everything changes
Hmm.
when you swap perspectives. Because, yeah, I guess the other Jesus
The
movies
whole
I
Rashomon thing.
wanted to mention was like the Salo guy, like 10 years
Hmm.
or 20 years before he did Salo, which I guess is another historical movie. Well, no, not really. But anyway, um, he did
Hmm.
the Gospel according to Matthew, and it's
Okay.
a really cute movie. It's like a lot of non actors, and they're just
Hmm.
like quoting the Bible or misquoting the Bible because liberties are taken.
Yeah. Yeah. As religious people tend to do.
Well,
Um,
he was like a flaming homosexual and like
hmm.
considered himself Christian. So that's not something you see every day.
No, at least not in contemporary America, anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess maybe
I
more
mean, there
an
are
Italian thing.
there's plenty of gay Christians. They
Right.
just squash it all down and never, they don't allow it
Something like that.
to.
Some people are weird
Yeah.
about it.
Oh yeah, a lot of them are.
But
Uh,
yeah, I guess the one I didn't want to mention was Mel Gibson's. I thought that was a terrible
Passion of the
movie.
Christ.
Yeah.
It is a terrible movie. Yeah. It's torture porn. It's weird
Yeah.
how much it like um
And it kind of completely misses the point of like Jesus and his
yeah, it does.
like his message
I
was
don't know.
peace.
Yeah, it's fucking Mel Gibson, so what do you expect? But
Yeah.
uh the dude has a weird, like, Mel Gibson has a very weird relationship to suffering and torture.
Hmm.
If you notice in a lot of his movies, he gets tortured,
Yeah.
and like, the Passion of the Christ takes it to almost a fetishistic
Hmm.
level.
Yeah.
It lingers, and it just like, I don't know. It just came across as gross to me. Um,
Yeah.
Especially as a non-believer too, where I'm kind of like, what's going on here? Like, why? I don't know.
Well,
Like, we're not
yeah.
focusing on his teachings. We're focusing on his torture and death, which I know is an integral part of the belief system, but I don't know. It was just weird to me, and I
Hmm.
didn't care for it, obviously. Um, it's shot mostly pretty competently, which most of his movies are. Most of them
Yeah.
look pretty good.
Oh, yeah. There's
Um,
plenty of great looking, terrible movies.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, I have a hard time with a lot of pretty much any Mel Gibson historical movie. I
Mm.
have a hard time with. I do. I will always. There will always be a part of me that loves Braveheart because
Yeah,
I
same here.
watched it so young and thought it was incredible,
It is.
and it really is a good movie.
I mean, it's
It's
a,
also pure nonsense.
yeah, a
So,
blockbuster popcorn movie.
mhm.
Like, it's not.
It is. It is. Um, I also get off on a political tangent, but I have a hard time watching that dude fucking talk about freedom and all that shit. It's like,
Oh.
man, you would have been a loyalist. Shut up. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Pisses me
Okay.
off every time. Uh, but other than that, good movie. Apocalypto, I don't think is very good. Um,
Yeah. I mean, I think they like it's what like Braveheart and then like The Patriot and then
yeah,
Apocalypto. Like
which
wow.
I don't think he directed.
Oh,
Um,
he didn't?
uh, he directed Apocalypto. I don't think he directed The Patriot. I
Whoops.
thought I owned that movie. Yeah, I do. It's funny that I actually own this movie and I do not like this movie. Um,
I mean, it's
oh shit, it's a Roland Emmerich movie.
huh.
I didn't realize it was Roland Emmerich. Huh. So there you go. Not a fan of The Patriot. Out of those three, that's my least favorite. I don't like that movie.
Okay. I mean, I guess I watched it in boot camp, so it was like we got a day off. So
Yeah. Uh, Hey, yeah, yeah, a positive memory attached to it. It has like some really cool moments, and of course, it looks great. It's shot well. I do think Mel Gibson is a good actor.
yes,
Um,
but like
I
most
just,
good actors, they're fucking nuts.
yeah, exactly. Uh, but the historical stuff in the movie is kind of like, I don't know. It tips over into bordering on just propaganda and like
Mm,
nationalistic
yeah.
masturbation.
I mean,
Um,
that's a lot
like,
of America movies.
sure, oh yeah, that's a whole thing, especially with historical movies about America. But that one, I don't know. There's a scene where they burn down a church with everyone in it. I'm pretty sure that did not happen. Because if it did, we would know all their names and we'd sing songs about them and shit. Like,
What?
Americans would have never shut up about that event ever.
Huh?
Like, we'd probably have a holiday.
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
just, I don't know. It feels like they make the British just like
Evil.
cartoon
Yeah.
villains.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, so also, it's just structurally the movie kind of is all over the place, and it's a good example too of that weird thing about Mel Gibson liking to suffer. He loves suffering. Like, um, it's like in every almost every Mel Gibson movie, the only reason he has a family is so they can be murdered. Like, all the way back to like Lethal Weapon. Like, Lethal Weapon starts with, oh,
Huh.
he's a widower, right?
Okay.
and he gets tortured in that movie. Um,
How many
Payback, he gets tortured in
ex-wives does he
Payback.
have?
Oh, the real Mel Gibson? I don't know. Probably 3 or 4. Who knows?
Or 10?
Um, shit, Mad Max. Isn't his family killed off in Mad Max? That's like his dark backstory, I think. Maybe I could be
Wouldn't
wrong.
be surprised, but I don't know.
Yeah. But then the Patriot, it just kind of like Braveheart. It's like, okay, his wife was murdered by the English. Fine. But then Braveheart, like, they just keep killing sons. They give him so many kids so they can just pepper a death scene throughout the whole fucking movie. And I'm like, how many of these kids are they going to kill? Jesus.
Well, if you keep having them. But anyway, it's like
Yeah.
another movie
Anyway.
I wanted to talk about, I guess, biographies, and like I had
Hmm.
rewatched, or I'm not even sure I saw this, but it was The Elephant Man, David Lynch,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Anthony Hopkins and John Hurt played the Elephant Man.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's like
I have not seen that one in
it,
decades.
it was okay. I
Hmm.
think they kind of struggled to make it like to find a villain and like
There's no antagonist, really.
well there is, but
Hmm.
yeah, I'm not sure how historically accurate it was. But yeah, they got this little, it's like he was part of a circus sideshow freak,
Hmm.
kind of getting tortured by his patron or whatever, master, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so yeah, that guy was the bad guy, and he like kidnapped him from the hospital and tried to force him back into the circus, and all the circus people band together and set him free.
Yeah.
Then I guess the Queen of England was like honoring the the church that was taking care of him. Or
Hmm.
I guess it was some government facility. It was like it's all British, so I don't know.
They, who knows? Who cares? Fuck them. They killed Mel Gibson's kids.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess it's like I like biographies. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of nice to deep dive into different people and how they've lived and done things.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess my number one pick. It's like I have a clear idea of that, but as for the rest, I don't
Okay.
know.
Uh, so I'll start with some. I'll give a few honorable mentions. I actually have like 4 of them. Um, The Last Duel. Did you see that one?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, that one's awesome. I remember that the first time I had heard about that particular duel was actually in a book about Catherine de Medici, and which I believe she came later, or maybe when I can't remember the timeline. I'm blanking on the timeline, but it's just mentioned in the book. Uh, yeah, because she did come later because in the book it's talking about a duel that she witnessed that was basically unsanctioned by the crown, and it mentions that the
Huh.
last legal sanctioned duel was, this one between these 2 guys,
Huh.
and then the movie is about that. So it was interesting to see like this kind of obscure moment in history that not many people know about, but I was like, ooh, I've heard of that.
Mhm.
uh, and then when you actually see the event and what caused it, it's a really interesting uh, it's a really interesting and fucked up story. And of course, the movie kind of explores the plight of women during that period and what they had to fucking deal with. And I think it does a really good job too of like the woman is the victim here, but yet Matt Damon's character, her husband, everyone views him as the victim. Like he wasn't even there when it happened, but everybody just, well, he's the victim because that's his wife, that's his property that was assaulted, you know. And yeah, it I think it does a good job of like really driving home how no one really gave a shit about her. It's all about the husband being insulted, which is really, it's fucked up. But it's a good movie. You should check it out. Yeah, I recommend it. It does the is it Rashomon that does the there's one event that takes place and then you see it from different perspectives.
Yeah, that's
it does that.
One of
Yeah,
the first movies
with
to do that.
it does that with what happens to her. I think first it shows the events according to, it's everybody's version of the events, and it's according to you know, her abuser, the one who assaults her, and then I think it shows her husband's take on everything, and then it shows hers, and then at the end we have the duel. So highly recommend. Good movie.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I was gonna talk about Full Metal Jacket, but I guess I can wait till another episode.
So we do war movies.
Sorry? Yeah, yeah.
So we do war movies, yeah.
I guess
Yeah, I'm sure as a Marine you probably have a lot to say about that movie. Or at least some thoughts on it.
yeah, I guess more in the biography department. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. It's one of Werner Herzog's I think his most famous movie, like the Aguirre, The Wrath of God. So it's Aguirre.
Yeah.
That's with the Klaus.
Aguirre?
Sorry. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Maybe Aguirre?
I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Spanish or Portuguese.
I have no idea.
But they're like floating down a river, trying to search for the city of gold. And yeah, just Klaus Kinski losing his fucking mind. So yeah, he's great in it, and it's like they, like the whole, I want to say the whole thing takes place on a raft, and it's just like you're stuck on this raft with this fucking nut bag.
Huh.
But
Yeah, I've never seen this. I don't know if I've even
it's an
heard of
old
it.
one.
Yeah, 1972. I'm not actually that familiar with Werner Herzog's stuff.
I
mean, I've
think
always heard of him.
nowadays he's known more for documentaries. But yeah, he was like a guerrilla filmmaker. Yeah, who did some
I know
pretty good stuff. I guess another
Grizzly
one,
Man. I know that one.
like another one I saw was with Klaus, because I was kind of on a Klaus kick, but it was a Cobra Verde. It was about the last slave trading boat to leave Africa.
Okay.
So yeah, I think he gets, it's kind of a weird movie because it like starts out in like Mexico or someplace, and then this guy like becomes an outlaw, and he's like, well, fuck this, I'll just, you know, go be a captain on a slave boat. But decent movie.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds similar at least to Heart of Darkness a little bit. Maybe just because it has a boat. I don't know. Uh,
I don't remember Heart of Darkness, so I'm not. It's like I think I get that movie mixed up with Apocalypse Now.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's Apocalypse Now is the same story
Oh,
as Heart of Darkness, except it, takes place during Vietnam. They just changed the setting.
okay.
Um, but Heart of Darkness is like I think it's the rubber trade or
Hmm.
something. But they're on a boat going down a river, and
Huh.
Kurtz is the guy at the end, and the whole thing. Uh, but it could just be that most of it takes place on a fucking boat on a river, and that's the only connection I'm making to it.
Yeah, I don't remember
So
that in Apocalypse Now. Like I thought that they were out in the jungle,
yeah, like
like not on a river necessarily, but
yeah, most of the movie takes place on a river. Like that.
oh,
So
huh.
Apocalypse Now, his mission is to go find Kurtz and kill him. Right?
Hmm.
He's to follow this river to where he is, and then all the stops along the way, they have to, of course, disembark and go
Ah,
deal with war stuff. So most of the big scenes that you remember are not them on the boat, but
yeah.
the vehicle of the movie is them going down the river on a boat.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's been a while.
yeah. Uh, Another honorable mention, Master and Commander. Did you see that one with Russell Crowe?
Maybe.
It's pretty good. Uh, the story's pretty straightforward. It's just a really cool recreation. If you're interested in like the Age of Sail, of these big, massive
Hmm.
war boats or warships, um, and you know,
Scurvy.
yeah, all that kind of stuff. Like I'm pretty sure it's Master and Commander where they do brain surgery on the ship at one point,
Hmm.
and they do the whole like drill in the skull, and then they put a coin on it and the you know
Okay.
stitch the scalp back over it. It's stuff like that. There's all these little interesting details about just living on
Huh.
this fucking ship that I thought was cool.
Yeah, what was that HBO show about Rome?
Rome.
Yeah, it's like that opens with a brain surgery.
Oh, does it? I never watched Rome. I know I would probably really like it.
I think it's
Um,
about the fall of Caesar, so around that time, and
okay.
yeah, it was like, okay. It's like if I had finished it, I would, you know, more recommend it, but it's
Yeah.
like I never finished it.
Speaking of Russell Crowe, what do you think of Gladiator? Did you like that one?
um, I guess for that type of movie, I would recommend Caligula
Mm,
over Gladiator. But maybe that's just me liking
yeah.
the paper mache heads flying everywhere.
Does Caligula have a lot of gladiatorial combat type scenes?
I mean, it's like super violent. I guess the one scene I
Mm.
remember is like they bury all these people with their heads sticking up, and then they got this
Oh,
lawnmower basically. And just pop.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a brutal
That's
movie.
fucked up.
But Caligula was, yeah, fucked up. I guess he's up there with Elizabeth Bathory, or
No,
however
well,
you
yeah,
you pronounce her
Caligula
name,
was
and
pretty sick.
yeah, and I guess Vlad the
Uh,
Impaler. So
yeah,
I don't think they've
Vlad
really
Tepes
made any
was.
good movies about them though. Like they're all kind of campy
Yeah.
schlock movies. But
You might want to pause the recording. I gotta get
okay,
up for a minute. Be right back.
can do. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Anyway, you all right
That
over
was
there?
funny. Yeah, that was just really funny. Like, okay. Okay. All right.
Well,
Okay.
like the screen, there was a delay where there was like I heard you come back, but the video
Uh-huh.
was of an empty room. So I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
"Are you
that's
back?
weird.
Are you not back?"
That is that is weird because I had my mic muted. Huh.
Huh?
Oh well. I wonder if it. Hang on. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Anything? You
yeah,
can hear me?
mhm, yeah. So
Okay.
your mute button doesn't work.
I'm wondering if I've actually
Well, you're
been the entire time.
huh? What happened?
Okay. Does it sound different?
It does. So you weren't using the microphone?
I wasn't even using the microphone. It was the computer mic the entire time. So if I'm
I can't hear you now.
okay. That whole time I wasn't even using the mic. Thought I was. That's funny.
Yeah,
Oh
that
well.
happens.
Yeah. Um, I'm glad I wasn't like doing anything too embarrassing sound wise when I muted it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Okay,
So
but
you
I
got
get
any more honorable mentions? Because I got two more. So
um yeah, it's like um it's a painter in the 1500s or
hmm
that's what it's about. Let's see. But it's Tarkovsky and it's about Andrei Rublev is the painter's name. I think he did some like those Chris or it's in Russia. So like some of those murals like church paintings and stuff.
oh okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Google is saying he's a tennis player.
Um
That's
oh, okay.
Andre.
I usually put Tarkovsky in the thing to look at his films. Like it's not his best film, but like all his films are great.
hmm
And I think there's recently been an uncensored version released.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I figured I was probably spelling the first name wrong. So Andre Rublev. Was this a real guy?
It was. Like I don't think it's very
Oh,
accurate,
huh.
but who cares?
Yeah.
Like
So he was a
Tarkovsky
monk.
can do no wrong.
Vow of Silence. Huh. It was made for 1.3 million rubles. 1973. I don't know if that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I mean, for what he got out of it, it's a fantastic
hmm
looking movie. I think it's one of his first. This is like 1966.
Yeah, I think it said 72. Look. 1973. That was the release date in the
Wow.
U.S. So
Well,
you're probably right. It
that's
probably
a
is a lot earlier.
Soviet Union. So yeah, I guess it was
Yeah. Oh, you're
under
right.
the
1966.
I'm just looking at Wikipedia. So yeah, I guess it took them a while to go through all the little Russian propaganda, whatever's
Hmm.
KGB.
Some of the screenshots kind of remind me a bit of the Seventh Seal.
Hmm.
Just kind of has a bit of that look. That
Yeah, I mean
like
it's not really a surreal movie per se, but it does like the opening
yeah,
scene is like they're in a hot air balloon,
yeah.
which is
What's
kind
that
of
same kind of like weirdly crisp black and white?
hmm.
You know?
Well, yeah, the film quality is, they, upgraded it to
Mm,
4K or whatever. So yeah, it looks
mm, yeah.
fantastic.
All right. Was that an honorable mention?
It was,
Okay.
I think, my last
Uh,
one.
so I'll just do my two more honorable mentions, and then we can jump into the actual list. So Apollo 13.
Hmm. Okay.
Love that movie. Um, it's of course Tom Hanks, so I love Tom Hanks. But I I love movies where you see people that are like really fucking good at their jobs under like a lot of pressure,
Hmm.
like just people doing competent things. And
Yeah.
um what's his name? I can't remember his name, but the guy in the control, like the guy in charge of uh the Houston control room.
Yeah, I forgot.
God, what the hell's that actor's name?
Like I
It's like a
remember
really well, yeah.
I remember the other astronaut, which was what, Gary Sinise?
Yeah, Gary Sinise, he was the one that got the measles and couldn't go. Um,
Ah, okay.
I can't remember the.
The measles. Huh.
I think it was measles. No, it turned out he didn't have the measles, but they thought he did or
Oh.
something. That might have been a thing in the movie, but Ed Harris, that's who I'm thinking of.
Oh, yeah, that
Um,
guy. He played
yeah,
the cowboy gunslinger in Westworld.
yeah. He's Ed Harris is fucking awesome. That's one of my favorite actors too. Uh, but man, it's a stacked cast. So you've got Tom Hanks, of course, Bill Paxton, Ed Harris, Kevin Bacon, Kathleen Quinlan, Gary Sinise, um, Clint Howard, of course. But yeah, I love that. My favorite parts of that movie are um, all of the scenes with Ed Harris. Like he's my favorite character in that movie. I don't know what the guy was like in real life, but the way he handles things in the movie is just inspiring. It's like I
Huh.
wish I could be that like on my shit under that much pressure. Be cool.
Huh. Well,
So
I mean, NASA, they're, other level.
yeah, definitely. Um, it just yeah, it's competency porn or something. Like that's one of my best examples of just
Huh.
loving to watch a person handle a situation,
Oh, like the beautiful mind.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's a little different,
was that Russell Crowe?
It's,
Well, I mean, I guess I think of
yeah,
the
that's Russell Crowe.
like
Yeah.
OCD
Hmm.
type.
Oh yeah. See, I look at it from like the leadership perspective. Like I think leadership is a fascinating topic,
Hmm.
especially under a lot of pressure and trying to get a team to like focus up and
Hmm.
solve, a really dire situation. Um, So that's one of my honorable mentions. My other one is Titanic. I like Titanic.
Oh
I think
yeah,
it's a great fucking movie.
I was gonna mention that, but I forgot.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good example of one that like
Takes
they
liberties.
take people who, yeah, they take people who never existed and they just put them in an event we all kind of know about, you know.
Well, yeah,
Um,
it makes it a blockbuster. So,
yeah, yeah.
but
Plus,
yeah,
I mean, that's where Kate Winslet started, and Kate Winslet is fucking awesome, and I love pretty much everything she does.
yeah. Then you
So
got that.
I'll always love the movie for introducing her.
Um, yeah, and the Neil deGrasse Tyson jab at James Cameron. He's like,
I don't know about that one.
oh, okay. Well, he was telling James Cameron that like the stars are wrong. Like we know what the sky looked like that day. So Maybach, I swear
Okay, there you are.
that it does it every time I'm in full screen. I don't know. Maybe the resolution's too big. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Anyway, I was responding to the Neil deGrasse Tyson thing. He sounds like one of the worst people on earth to watch any movie with. God, it would. He's so fucking annoying. Um, and I mean, I love science. I love science communicators. It's a
Mhm.
very important thing. You know, we need more of them. Uh,
Yeah,
you know, of course, Carl Sagan being the
yeah.
the big one.
His Cosmos is
But
better, I think, than the new one. But
yeah, I mean, the new one is updated, of course. I mean, a lot of our
kind
knowledge
of.
has changed since then, but um and I liked Neil deGrasse Tyson. I thought he was a great host for the new
He was.
Cosmos. And
It's just
I do
some of the
like,
choices they made were
yeah,
questionable.
um I just don't really care for Neil deGrasse Tyson. I find him
I like his
extremely irritating.
Star Talk, but yeah, it's like I
Star
think
Talk's pretty good.
he's hanging out with comedians too much, I think. It's like I
Yeah,
it's like he's trying to be funny too much and
yeah.
it's
And
not
he's
really,
not,
I don't know.
yeah, it's not his thing. But he well, he has to have it. That being said, I think Star Talk only works because of his co-host.
Hmm.
You have to have somebody to kind of, you know, shut that guy up every once in a while, because I could not deal with Neil
Oh,
deGrasse Tyson on his own. I would shut it off after 5 minutes.
yeah,
But
I don't know. I mean, I only
yeah,
watch like actually now that AI comes out, it's like I find myself having AI watch stuff and just make a transcript. And I have to read, 3 hours and three
yeah.
minutes, you know.
Hmm.
But what were we
But yeah,
talking about? Titanic.
Titanic, Titanic. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a good, just blockbuster, epic movie.
Yeah,
It's awesome and it looks incredible. The costuming, I'm fucking in love with the costuming in that movie.
I guess I
Like
don't.
Kate Winslet
Oh,
always looks incredible.
yeah, not a fan of that
Um,
time period, but
I mean, I'm not a fan of the time period except for the clothes. The clothes are great.
maybe
I love the clothes.
steampunk,
Yeah, yeah. With her big
little
floppy hat, it's awesome.
yeah.
Uh, and I thought the shipwreck scene, or the sinking scene it
Mm.
looked really good. It was really
Well,
well
yeah.
done. It was harrowing, terrifying.
I mean, they built a
Um,
set and they had like hydraulic ramps and
mhm.
like shit looked
Yeah, I mean
dangerous.
it is filmmaking. Like
Yeah.
they went all out on that movie. It's really good.
Well, I think that's why I
Um,
like Werner Herzog too, because he has a
mhm,
movie Fitzgerald, I think it's called something like that. Starts with F,
mhm,
starts with Fitz, but it's like about this shipbuilder. Like they took a boat from like one side of South America to the other, and Werner
mhm.
Herzog did the same thing, like literally for the movie. So I
Hmm.
mean, fucking
Yeah,
nuts.
yeah. Uh, so those are my honorable mentions. You can do your number three if you want.
Well, I don't know what my number three is. Let me see. Okay. So I do have Tombstone and The Ghost in the Darkness. So I'm
Ooh, Ghost in the
sure.
Darkness is a good one.
Yeah, I think because I know we watched both of those together and they
Hmm.
were like, we loved them as 15-year olds. And
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
yeah, say what? And
Yep.
and
Say
all
when.
those.
Yeah.
I am the devil.
Um. Oh yeah, yeah. Have you seen the Ghost in the Darkness? Like not the movie, but the actual cats. Have you seen the in Chicago?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No.
they're mentioned at the end of the movie. The movie mentions like you can still see them today at the Chicago Field Museum.
Really?
Um,
They're still alive?
yeah.
Holy, really? I didn't think
N- n-
lions lived that
No, they're
long.
not. I fucking hate you right
What?
now. No, they in the movie they're killed and then they stuff them and put them in the museum.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah. Uh, they don't have manes. I noticed they are
Huh.
male lions, I believe, and they didn't have manes, which was interesting and
Oh,
very rare. I
I
think.
know there's some, well,
Um,
there's like a little island because, the way evolution works, it's like
mhm,
there's this little pockets of, but yeah. And then, because
yeah.
I've heard of the opposite where female lions grow manes
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
yeah, evolution.
I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah.
Well,
Hmm.
it's like
Interesting.
very very small, and then it's like who's out there in Africa, looking at shit. We need more community science, just people looking at shit.
Yeah, I agree. Uh, so wait, is it Titan? Or sorry, is it Tombstone or Ghost in the Darkness? Which one's your number three, or is it a tie?
Um, I guess I would go with Tombstone because I haven't seen Ghost in
Okay.
the Darkness in quite some time.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've
Uh,
seen it.
I actually rewatched it a couple years ago. It holds up. It's pretty
Hmm.
good. There's a few like kind of stylistic choices I wouldn't have done, like some of the editing to hide. Um, you know, they can't show you. It's easier to kind of edit around the lion eating people, and
Oh,
not
right,
because of the
right.
violence, but just because it's easier. Uh,
Yeah.
and there's some moments where it's a little you can tell like, oh, they just didn't want to bother with that really difficult shot. Um,
Well, I mean, filming with animals and
yeah.
dangerous animals at that, like, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Um, but yeah, Tombstone is. I actually
Wyatt
was
Earp.
gonna mention it, and then I just kind of forgot. But as an honorable
Oh.
mention, because one thing I really love about Tombstone is it's just throughout the movie there's these little uh historical um like Easter eggs.
Hmm.
So if you actually know the history of that event
Hmm.
or the people involved,
Yeah.
the movie doesn't say anything about it, but
Hmm.
it gives you these little
Details.
uh yeah, it's like it's like history buff fan service or something.
Well, that's the way it
Like
should
for
be.
example,
Like product placement.
yeah, yeah. One of my favorite examples from Tombstone is I can't remember the woman's name, but the actress that he ends up marrying later,
Hmm.
Josephine. So Josephine, there is one known photograph of her,
Hmm.
and it's it's an old West photo, so it's all
Right.
grainy and kind of looks a little spooky. But she's wearing like a black veil and is kind of
Hmm.
posing. And now, of course, this did not happen when it happened, where it happened. We don't know
Ah,
where the photo came from.
yeah.
But in the movie, right as the shootout happens at the OK Corral, she's in the next building taking that photo, which is a fun little detail. And you never see the photo in the movie, it's never mentioned,
Hmm.
but they added in, oh, here's her taking the only known photograph of her. That's pretty cool. So it's
Yeah.
got little things like that. Another one that I really like is um I'm pretty sure Johnny Ringo's death was actually ruled a suicide. Uh and but his boots were, and they don't show this in the movie, I don't think, but his boots were taken off and placed next to his body, which
Oh.
he never would have done, because there was this whole attitude of like dying with your boots on. It was like considered, manly and honorable, uh, for like a gunslinger, live by the gun, die by the gun, toxic masculinity shit. Uh,
Right.
and it's suspected that someone killed him and took his boots off to basically insult him. And they don't show that in the movie, but at the very end, when Doc is dying, the
Hmm.
last shot you see of Doc, it's never explained. It confuses a lot of people,
Hmm.
but he looks down at his bare feet and he says, "Oh, this is funny." And that's the last you see of him.
Hmm.
So I think that's another fun little detail they put in there.
Yeah.
So
I would
yeah, that's
never would have looked into that.
yeah. I don't know where I picked that up from. I did read around the time the movie came out. I remember reading a biography on Wyatt Earp, and who was a
Oh.
piece of shit, by the way. But I
Right.
mean,
You-
most of the people from, he was just a really, really, like, he was a great example of like early police brutality. Like he was
Right.
just kind of a bad dude,
Criminal
but
cop.
not as bad as the bad guys. I wouldn't say
Hmm.
criminal cop. It's just he was just really brutal, like beat the shit out of people and did all that. But
Oh,
uh,
okay. Vigilante
yeah,
cop.
yeah. Nah, I'd say just kind of a normal cop for the day. So you know,
Right. I guess the unfortunate truth.
yeah. But yeah, that's a good choice. Tombstone's great.
Okay. So,
Uh, so my number three is, it's funny you picked a Western, because mine I've seen people say is a Western. I do not consider it a Western. It takes place during the Civil War.
hmm.
So already I think that's a little too early to be a Western.
Hmm.
Um, but it's Dances with Wolves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not really a war movie. It's more a love.
No, it's not a war movie.
Yeah, it's a love story.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, I love that movie. I think that is a beautiful movie. Uh, it's Kevin Costner directed it, and I think he did just an incredible job. But I have little historical nitpicks about it, and
Mm.
like I said, usually I'm pretty forgiving, but some of the historical inaccuracies are a little problematic. They're a little insulting. Like, they portray the Sioux to be like 400 years out of date, basically. Like,
Mm.
there's a scene, it's a nice moment where he's getting to know them and trying to, learn how to communicate with them. and he introduces them to coffee and sugar. Like, this is the
Hmm.
late 1800s. They would have had coffee and sugar and been trading it by then. Um,
I'm not sure, honestly. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, by then, absolutely, they would have known about. They weren't isolated and that isolated as a tribe. um,
Yeah, I don't really know about the history of coffee, so I don't.
yeah. Well, I don't know about the history of coffee, but I know that the history of Western expansion and Indian tribes,
Hmm.
native tribes would trade with people all the time, and of course there was a lot of conflict there too because we were committing genocide. But by that point in history, like, they would have been pretty caught up on a lot of stuff. Like, there's even he teaches them how to use guns, and they go up against another, I think the Pawnee, and have this big tribal fight
Hmm.
between the Pawnee and the Sioux, and they have guns and the Pawnee don't. Like, by then, they all had guns. Everyone had guns at that point. Whether you
Huh.
were native, white, well, probably not black, but you know what I mean. Like,
Hmm.
it's a little, they make them a little, not even a little. They make them way too primitive for the time period, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
that's kind of not cool, you know. I think because you're kind of, you're implying that an entire group of people during that time period would have just
Right.
not been aware of things that they absolutely would have been aware of.
Hmm.
But setting that aside, God, that's a good movie. It looks amazing, of
Avatar.
course. One of my, yeah, Avatar, of course. Uh, and you know, The Last Samurai, which is basically Dances with Wolves in Japan. Um, but it has one of my favorite shots in all of cinema. And I've noticed when I watch it with people, a lot of people miss that shot unless you have like a giant, really good TV. But
Oh. Huh.
or they don't miss it, but they don't notice what's so amazing about it. And it's this real long shot of the planes after the buffalo had gone through,
Hmm.
and you just see all the ground tore up going off towards the horizon, and just see how massive this herd actually is.
Hmm.
Um, and then, of course, the buffalo hunt sequence. I don't know how they shot that, but it is absolutely breathtaking.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, they're riding along this stampeding herd of buffalo, and they're just from what I can tell on film, they look like they're riding right in the midst of them. It's crazy.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how they did that. I should look up, see if there's a behind the scenes specifically for the buffalo hunt scene, because it's so good.
Yeah,
So
just the technicality of it, because it's like we don't have that many buffaloes nowadays.
yeah, yeah, and hell, most of them live where we grew up.
Hmm.
So yeah, Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge.
Well, they migrated.
It's
It's like that's why the plains is the plains. It's like they
hmm
buffalo stomped it on it for like 300 million years or something.
yeah, megafauna. I
Hmm.
think also the movie does a good job of showing why there's no more buffalo, or not
Hmm.
very many. We almost hunted them to extinction when white people showed up.
Right.
And like, that's why I think that's how the
And it was
wildlife
just
refuge
like so mean
came.
spirited too. It's like they were just
Yeah.
like, why? I don't get it.
Yeah. And that part's in the movie too. I'm glad that it's included in the movie. Um because like, they do is take their pelts in their tongues and then just leave the bodies to rot
Right.
on the prairie. And that scene is devastating because you're building up to like, this is food for the winter. This is going to keep these people alive. And then they find just this big portion of the herd just rotting because, you know,
Right.
fucking white people. So,
Yeah. I guess kill off their food source and then
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then the ending of the movie, I love. I love the battle at the river where they come to save him from the soldiers. And when they kill the soldiers, it is so cathartic because by that time you hate them so much, and it's
Hmm.
so satisfying to see them all killed off. Um,
Hmm.
and then it also has one of my favorite last scenes in a movie too, where um, wind in his hair is like the kind of the real harsh warrior type guy, and when they first meet, he's screaming at him like, I'm wind in his hair and I'm not afraid of you, or can you see that I'm not afraid of you, right? And
Hmm.
that's their first meeting. And then when Kevin Costner's character is leaving at the end, like he's up on the ridge and he's yelling, can you see that I'm your friend? Ah,
Hmm.
gets me misty every time. It's fucking great. Love
What
that movie.
what a chump.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a sucker for uh you know epic moments like that, especially when it comes around. Like they started as enemies and now they're like best friends. It's fucking great. So there's my number 3.
Okay. Let me look up my number two. It's like I really love this movie more than I should because it's
Okay.
yeah, it's a brutal movie. I brought it up before. It's The Devils. So 1971. But yeah,
Hmm.
so yeah, it's 17th century France. Um, yeah, I guess a nun gets accused of witchcraft and like it goes fucking apocalyptic.
Right. I remember you telling me about this.
But it is very surreal. I mean, the set design like
Hmm.
doesn't pretend to be realistic at all. So it's very kind of
Right.
abstract. And then the director is kind of crazy. He's like a hardcore atheist, so he
Hmm.
claims.
Oh, maybe he is.
Well, I'm trying to remember, but yeah, I need to read his biography, but I haven't got around to it.
Ken Russell.
Yes. Okay,
No,
so
died in 2011.
all right. He also did
Oh shit.
Altered States and the Lair of
I just That's what I was responding to. I was like, "Oh
the
shit, he did Altered States. I
right
love Altered States."
and the Lair of the White Worm.
Lair of the White Worm. Yeah, yeah.
I need to watch some of his other movies, but yeah.
I do too.
So yeah, the
Um,
Devils is very visceral.
yeah, I can see why now that I know he did Altered States, it makes sense, the imagery and the surrealism and everything.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, that was really heavy in Altered States too, like that whole
Oh yeah.
like the Christian kind of apocalyptic imagery.
The Yeah, yeah, the iconography and the weird thing with the guy with like the goat head
Yep.
on the cross, but he's got like a bunch of eyes. It's really strange stuff.
Yeah, probably
Uh,
inspired by Revelations.
yeah, probably.
Although I don't like I remember horns, like 10 horns, and but
Hmm.
anyway.
I'd have to watch that movie again to even remember why is that iconography and imagery so prevalent in that movie when it,
He's
you
de-evolving,
know,
going back
yeah,
to
like, but why all the Christ imagery? It's strange.
I think
Or,
that's just
apocalyptic
personal
imagery.
to that director. Like
Yeah.
that's my
Yeah.
stab at it, because he does seem to be
Well, it is.
scarred by Christianity or some specific
Yeah, I mean,
church growing up.
I can definitely relate to that. So,
Well, I think
um,
most of Britain can relate to that. It's because
yeah.
it's like they didn't listen to Saint Augustine like
Hmm.
fucking 1500 years ago. Like he warned the church like not to force education down people's throats, and they do it
Hmm.
anyway. But I guess it's one of those deep-seated things with
Well,
conservatism. It's like, how do you get your kids to, you know,
yeah.
be on the right path? And it's like it's so easy just to force them to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it's like that's a hard problem to solve. I don't.
Hmm.
It's probably going to take a couple more thousand years.
Yeah, if at all. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it may
think that
be maybe
there's just
impossible. That's an
just a
option.
type of human that is susceptible to authoritarianism.
Hmm.
I think they actually have different brains. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. Because yeah, a lot of that, like because I'm obviously neurodivergent. I guess I've never had a brain scan, but
he
I
finally
just,
says it after all these years.
well, it's just
No, I know.
like I jump into that camp, like even without, being prompted. It's
Hmm.
like the whole male brain, female brain thing. I'm just like, what does that even fucking mean? It sounds
Yeah.
like nonsense. But what were we talking about? Really got
You're
off
talking
the
about the
rails.
devils.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. We were talking about the devils, and then we started talking about altered states, and then we started talking about,
Yeah, just I get
Christian authoritarianism, and
right,
yeah.
right. Like the way they um I guess my point was like fuck, I forgot that movie. Like there was this good movie, I forget what it's called. I think David Bowie's in it. But it was about like the growing up in the British school public housing whatever, because they
Hmm.
split the sexes separate, and
Yeah.
inadvertently they created a lot of gay people just by doing that, which is funny and not really because it's illegal to be gay.
Yeah.
I guess that's the going back to Alan Turing and his whole plight.
I I don't know if I'd say they created gay people, but they definitely
Well, the
uh, created environments in which gay or bisexual people were able to explore those feelings.
well, no, I thought it was
So,
specifically something in your brain. Like if you go through puberty and never
mhm.
interact with the opposite sex, like you'll switch. Like I don't know, the science on it is
Mhm.
still being fleshed out.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't think that's accurate. I'm pretty sure people are born with their sexuality. Now, their tastes, I think, can change depending on what they're exposed to. Like, um, if you're around a lot of redheads and you suddenly see a brunette, maybe, I don't know, that has an impact or something. But as far as like sexual preference, I'm pretty sure
Hmm.
that's determined in the
I
womb.
don't. think so, but maybe. I know a lot of chemicals can interfere with
Hmm.
that. Like a lot of environmental factors come into play too.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
don't
you know,
I don't think they figured that one out, and probably
just don't
probably
tell me
won't.
what to do. That's all I really care about.
Yeah, or don't write it into the
So,
law and murder
yeah.
people over it.
Well, that's the thing. You know, I noticed a lot of like, especially growing up, especially as a queer kid growing up, I was hyper aware of it. But the church they were always insistent that it was a choice, which makes zero sense because it's like, why would I choose
Right.
to do this when all of you are a bunch of fucking assholes towards these people? Like, why would you choose to make your life miserable and
Mm,
dangerous?
right.
Like, clearly we don't choose to be this way. But even if we did, fuck off. Who cares? Like,
Mm,
freedom, right? Yeah, even if I chose to be gay, like, that's my choice and you can fuck off. So I
uh,
never on kind of
oh,
a point that they were making. Never mind the fact that it's just not true. So
right. I think they want they want they have their idea of reality, and they want,
yeah.
square pegs to
Well, I
go in
think
square holes, and life's a lot
yeah.
more
I
complicated.
think that with religion in general, not just Christianity, all religion,
Oh,
one of
oh,
the things that if you can control someone's second most powerful biological urge, you can control everything about that person. So of course they go after your sexual behavior and like, no, you have
oh,
to. There's a morality to sexual behavior, and they want to
mm,
make sure that you follow their rules about
yeah,
how you get off,
yeah. I
because
don't.
then you're going to follow all the other rules.
Yeah, I
You
guess
know.
that hinges on if you have free choice at all, because I know that's been a discussion that's popped up. It's like you don't
Hmm.
have free choice, so that's
Yeah, the whole free will thing in religion doesn't make any sense to me either, because like, all right, if he's omnipotent, he already knows all the choices I'm going to make a billion years ago, so I never had any choices. He set the universe in motion with me in it as part of it. All right, I'm just an automaton. Like, I'm just going through and doing what he already said would happen.
right. And
So
it's
there's no free will.
well, yeah. If we're all mechanical, it's like, why are we conscious in the first place?
Hmm.
Makes
Yeah.
zero sense. Although it does seem like certain billionaires are treating us like robots.
Oh, well, yeah, that's just capitalism in general.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my second choice.
Okay.
We meandered way off track. Uh, Forrest Gump.
Oh,
Speaking of conservatives,
I didn't think that
uh,
was that a true story. I
it's
thought.
not a true story,
Oh,
but I consider it it's a historical drama,
it is.
and it's almost historical, like it's a,
Huh.
like,
Well, I mean, by
uh,
that definition, I
it's
I
like a
could.
history's greatest hits of with this one era,
Well, I mean,
you know?
now I can pick Twin Peaks because it's basically America growing up through the eyes of David Lynch.
Okay.
So yeah, that's an honorable mention now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dances with Wolves, none of those were real people,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah,
And it's Forrest Gump throws people off because it's like a biography. It's a fictional biography.
I remember
But
reading that in the seventh grade.
reading the book,
Yeah, for because we
yeah, the book
had to
is
do a
just
book report. So
the book is just like, it takes it to absurd, silly degrees. Like, doesn't he go to space with a monkey or something at one point? Like,
I
it's just,
I don't remember,
yeah, it goes to silly
but
uh,
yeah, I know
levels. But
Jenny. Jenny is
Hmm.
was that the first movie that Robin White did? I
Oh no,
I thought it
no.
was
Robin Wright is
one of her.
she's Princess Buttercup, and that was like 88.
Oh, really?
Forrest Gump is like 94.
Oh,
Robin
okay.
Wright had been doing stuff for a while by then. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
So I thought she was pretty young in this, but maybe that's
she is. I mean, compared to what she is now, obviously. But
I guess. Yeah, I was a little disappointed at House of
uh,
Cards, but whatever.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I think Forrest Gump is a great historical movie because
Hmm.
you see history literally play out
Yeah,
through this guy's life,
and they kind
through
of.
the vehicle of this one character. It's awesome.
I like how he meets what is it, John F. Kennedy? Shows him his
Yeah, he meets.
bullet wound, or no, was
Well,
it Nixon?
that was Johnson. No, that was Lyndon B. Johnson was the
Oh,
one that he showed his ass to. He does meet Nixon. Nixon is the one who tells him is a really funny gag. Tells him like, "Oh no, we got this great hotel. We'll let you
Watergate.
stay there."
Yep.
And then Forrest basically blows the whistle on Watergate.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, he meets I think 3 different presidents because he has the funny moment where he's like, "I got to meet the president." It's yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Kennedy, Johnson, and then Nixon are the ones that he meets. Uh,
I thought
yeah,
Johnson was
right.
before Kennedy. Whoops.
No, Johnson's after Kennedy.
Okay. I don't. U.S. presidents, whatever.
Um, let's see, but yeah. Anyway, and then you got the whole Vietnam sequence, which I think is really well done.
Hmm.
And he's just got little moments like the moon landing just on the TV in the background. Um, the hippie movement with Jenny, and then I will say there's a the reason I said speaking of conservatives is there's certain elements to the movie that I think it's a great movie, and I don't consider it to be any kind of conservative agenda or propaganda. But I
Mm,
think
yeah.
conservatives love this movie for a very because to
Like
them
it's like movies
it's
in
affirming.
general are usually left, and yeah, it's like the
Yeah,
conservatives miss the joke. It's like
yeah.
they don't
Which
realize.
and I don't think that there's a joke that they're missing. I think they have a point
Hmm.
that it is a movie that is very affirming to their worldview in a lot of ways. Um, you know, that you look at Jenny's life and how it plays out,
Mm,
and she's the anti-war movement. The way that certain leftist characters, very clearly
mm,
left-leaning characters, are portrayed as woman beaters and scumbags, and
right.
you know, Jenny lives a life of partying and drugs and promiscuousness. So of course she dies at the end because that's what happens to you if you do that. And uh, Forrest lives a very simple life and is, there's a lot of things
Mm.
that conservatives I think latch onto with that movie, um, and I
Oh,
can
okay.
see why they do.
You're a closet
So
con- you're a closet conservative now.
definitely not. No, I think
It
it's
is
an
your number
interesting
two pick.
observation. I know, right? Yeah. No, that's why I'm saying I don't think that the movie intended any of that,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
but it's an interesting observation that I've made about how people react to that movie. Like, uh, most conservatives I know really like that movie, and I think those kind of there's a lot of reasons for that. I think, which I find interesting,
Hmm.
um, especially since I don't see that in the movie. I just think it's a really interesting like I said, just kind of walk through a historical period through the eyes of this person.
Yeah.
Um, and then there's Tom Hanks's performance, which is fucking brilliant. Especially the scene where he asks if his son is smart. Like oh my God. And he's like about to cry. It fucking gets me every time.
He can
Like I tear
cry.
up every fucking time.
It's like I
Yeah, Tom
rewatched,
Hanks.
I think it was like his first movie he made, and like, yeah, he was fucking putting on the waterworks.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
forgot
the guy's amazing.
what was that movie? Wow.
I don't know. Was it Mazes and Monsters?
It was. That's it.
Was it really? That's
Yeah.
funny. I don't know if it was his first movie, but that is an early Tom Hanks before he was known movie. Speaking of right-wing propaganda, that's what that movie was. That was just straight up satanic panic propaganda.
Yeah. I was
Um,
disappointed.
yeah, that's a bad movie. But Tom Hanks is great in it because he's Tom Hanks, and
Yeah.
he always was.
Yeah.
So
He goes all out.
yeah. Um, I'll also say about Forrest Gump, I am a strong Jenny apologist. I hate the way people talk about that character. Um, she is I think she's a very famously hated movie character. And I
Huh.
think that's bullshit. I think people are absolutely wrong for hating her.
I guess I
Um,
never got that impression, but
yeah,
it has been, 30 years since I've seen
yeah.
this.
I mean, she does do very hurtful things to Forrest throughout the movie. So I see why
I,
people,
I mean, it's like, would you sleep with a retard?
um, mentally handicapped or disabled person. I don't,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
no, of course not. But, um, so Forrest rides that line. He's not a smart dude, but he's not by any means like handicapped. Like
Yeah,
he's just right
slow.
down below that, that line, like in the school scene. And he's not even, I would argue Forrest is not even that stupid. Like
Argue.
there are
Yeah.
things that
Well,
he's
he
probably,
obviously
he's definitely the
accomplished
most,
some shit.
yeah. And there's, if you take into account emotional intelligence, the guy's a fucking genius.
Hmm.
Like, um, yeah, I think um, there's a lot more to consider there. But with Jenny, when she does sleep with him and she leaves the next day, apparently that a lot of people find that really fucked up, which it is, it's hurtful, but
Hmm.
you have to take into account her abuse as a child. She's going to have major concerns revolving around consent. And you
Hmm.
presented the question, like, is there a consent issue with this guy because you know, he's where he is on the scale of intelligence. Yeah, below a
Yeah.
certain level,
Well, I know
there's a consent
it's,
problem there.
well, even with Christians in general, it's like they
Hmm.
kind of, you give them an inch and they think you're set for life and you're like their slave and do the
Hmm.
dishes for. Like I'm thinking of a Twin Peaks character which you haven't seen, so
Hmm.
whoops.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, that's so there's, I think Jenny is one of the most sympathetic characters in a movie, but people respond to her the opposite way. Like she's
Yeah,
leading him on and
a
all
lot
this
of
stuff, and like,
shaming.
yeah,
It's
it's bullshit. It pisses me off uh, because I mean, she's a victim of horrific abuse, and her life plays out as a trauma response to all the shit she went through as a kid. And then people watch the movie and they're just like, oh, this fucking woman is leading the guy on. It's like, no, can you have some empathy? Are you even capable of that?
well,
A lot of people aren't.
It's like I
But anyway, that's
remember
my.
when I was that old, it's like every woman is a, you know, cum dumpster. It's like that's like I totally had tunnel vision on women.
I
Uh,
don't know if I ever thought of them in that
well, I'm
level of.
exaggerating a bit, but yeah, it's
Sure,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, sexual objects, you just think
yeah,
of them through the lens of sex. Yeah, I get it. Especially like when you're 13 and you're
yeah.
got all these hormones and shit, which is when that movie came out. Um, but
What's
as adults, what I still hear that, like when people see the
hmm,
movie,
okay.
people still have that reaction towards that character.
I guess
And you see it online,
huh.
people really hate that character, but that's my defense of Jenny from Forrest Gump. I will always defend that character because I think people are assholes about her. So
I had no
anyway,
idea
there's
that
my number two.
that was a that was a thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So where am I? Am I
I
at
did my number two. You had the Devils. You had Tombstone, then the Devils, right?
okay.
So you should
So
be
yeah.
on your number one.
So number one is quills. I don't know if you've seen this. It's about the Marquis de Sade. He's in
Oh,
prison,
okay.
and is Kate Winslet in this? I think she is.
Let's see. She is. Jeffrey Rush, Kate Winslet,
Okay.
Joaquin Phoenix, Michael Caine. Damn, this got a lot of people in it. I don't even know about this movie.
Huh. Well, that's a
Hmm.
shame because fucking Marquis de Sade is fucking
Yep.
nutcase.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was a real piece of work.
Well, yeah, you don't have to read two sentences of his.
Yeah, no shit. Um,
So yeah,
hmm.
that goes over his. It really romanticizes the whole scenario.
uh,
But
yeah.
I mean,
Huh.
I love the Marquis de Sade. He's a fucking nutcase.
Yeah. Well, I actually remember one, I think it was Christmas
Mhm.
when we were like 14 or 15. Maybe we were a little older, but you got me like a big book of his writings one
Okay.
year for, I think it was Christmas. Um,
Mhm.
and I think I still have it somewhere. I
Oh,
have a
okay.
lot of books in here, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I still have that book you gave me.
It's like
Uh,
I got rid of mine. And
yeah.
I regret it. But
Yeah,
maybe
I've had
I would
a lot
like
of book
to
purges over the years, so.
have the original French, and I would like to be
Mhm.
able to read it in French, but it's like I don't know if I'm gonna do that this life. That sounds like a
Yeah, I
tall
felt that
order.
way. I've actually felt that way about Dangerous Liaisons,
Huh?
which is originally a French novel. Um, and I at least want a copy in French, just to have it. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, that actually, there's an honorable mention I didn't even think of. Dangerous Liaisons. I love that movie.
Hmm.
The one with John Malkovich,
Oh, okay.
Glenn Close, uh, and speaking of you know people that are sex pests,
Huh.
like that movie is all about sexual weapon, using sex as a weapon.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
uh, Talk about fucked up people. Well, Cruel Intentions, which came out when we were in high school, is a remake. It's a modernized remake of
Oh, okay.
Dangerous Liaisons.
Yeah, I guess
So,
if I could backtrack, I have an honorable
mhm,
mention just because I guess it's kind of like Forrest Gump, where it's like fuzzy on the time, like it,
mhm,
and it's probably autobiographical, but what, however you say that. um,
Biographical?
yeah, there you go. But so is it Paul Bowles? The movie's called The Sheltering Sky. So
Don't know that one.
like it's
Sheltering.
one of those like drama movies, but it's uh like there's this British couple who are doing the tourist route through the Middle East and they get
Okay.
stuck in a plague and die.
Oh,
Or at least
Jesus.
the guy dies and the woman like becomes a sex slave and um
Jesus. Sounds really dark.
it is.
Paul Bowles, narrator is Paul Bowles. Okay, so
Yep,
John Malkovich
he's
and
in the
Deborah
movie.
Winger.
He does a cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that was the
I
connection that triggered the
yeah,
memory.
yeah, made you think of that. Yeah. Huh.
But
All right.
yeah, I mean, it had some really beautiful imagery, and it kind of kills that impulse. You know, you kind of get this fantasy about, yeah, I'd like to live in medieval times.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah, watch
I
this
would never
movie.
want to live. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no, you
Yeah, no.
don't. You don't.
Yeah.
You think you do, but you don't.
Yeah. If I could, I I don't think there's any time period I would risk going to if I had to live there, because I think any time period is going to lose its luster as soon as you get there and be like, oh, this sucks. Whether it's medieval
Yeah,
or even the 1950s, the 1950s would fucking suck. I would
yeah,
hate living in the 50s. I would enjoy the economy as a white man, I guess. But other than that, it would
maybe.
fucking suck. It's so repressive. Fuck that. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, you'd have to wear some pretty thick blinders.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, although if you told me I could just go back in time and live in the 90s, that I would be tempted. But I'm probably looking at it through rose-colored glasses of my own youth, which is
Hmm.
interesting because my youth fucking sucked. I had a hard childhood, but the 90s do seem like they were
Hmm.
much better than what we're going through now. Um,
Yep, we're
so
definitely on the downhill slope. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as like the Great Depression, but
I think it has potential to be far worse than the Great Depression. But anyway, that's another
well,
discussion.
yeah.
Although it is somewhat related to my number one choice.
Oh,
So
it's like I don't, anything else about Marquis de Sade or
so uh, I don't know what is there to say about the Marquis de Sade. Of there's a lot to say, I guess, but he's yeah, he was a pretty fucked up guy. What was he in prison for sodomy? What was he in prison for? I don't remember.
um I thought it was for writing the books that he wrote. Um
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was just like
so
censorship laws, like he wrote
yeah,
obscene stuff, or he did things and got put in prison. I couldn't remember.
well, let me check real quick. Oh, I didn't realize it was a play. So yeah, I know he did a lot of writing in prison. Like he was, and they smuggled it out, and
Hmm.
it was kind of like um fan fiction, I guess, porn. Like that's kind
Sure,
of what
yeah.
it reminds me of. Like just
Yeah.
how depraved can you get? But I guess it does say sex crimes, blasphemy, and pornography. Um, let me see if they,
Well,
Because I
I
don't
mean,
know if they let him out and he got
yeah,
put back in.
depending on the sex crimes, that could be something to aspire to. Blasphemy and pornography, those things are great. Strong proponent of both of those.
Oh, that reminds me of the People versus Larry Flint.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
that's an honorable mention. I think that's
of
a pretty
course.
solid movie.
It is.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
considering how much people seem to hate free speech nowadays, like it's
yeah.
good to be reminded of some of the dangers.
Hmm. Yeah, and I believe it was like a fundamentalist Christian that shot him, wasn't it? Like some wacky
Oh, right.
conservative religious guy, I think.
I
Yeah,
forgot that he got shot. Um,
yeah.
yeah, I
That's why he
guess
was paralyzed.
yeah,
Yeah,
put in the wheelchair.
yeah.
Anyway, I guess that's far enough down that rabbit hole. So what was your number one?
So my number one is I have to choose it because I think it's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Hmm.
It's as far as favorite goes, it is a tough movie. It's not one that I can watch over and over again.
Hmm.
But Schindler's List, and
Okay.
there are a few issues with the accuracy, especially about who that guy actually was.
Hmm.
And there's things that people kind of contest, like how good of a person he may or may not have actually been. But as far as a movie goes,
It's like
I
I
think it's
mean, saving thousands of people's lives is
yeah, I mean, come on. Like at the end of the day, he did do that. You know, he did. So
right.
uh yeah, I just think it's an amazing movie. It's a beautiful movie.
Mm.
It's a hard movie, but it's one that I think is also very important,
It is.
to
I guess.
just to remember what happened. You know.
Well, yeah. I thought we were gonna do like a whole episode on Holocaust movies, but
Yeah, yeah.
should we
I
still do
forgot
that?
we have that on the list. Yeah, we can still do that. I mean,
Okay.
obviously this one's going to be on my list, but we've mixed lists before.
Yeah. We have.
So uh,
We don't know what we're doing.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I'm not that familiar with a lot of Holocaust movies. Like I know it. I guess it is a genre, but it's about one historical, not one, but like a historical period.
Hmm.
Um, but I think, from what I've seen, this movie does one of the best jobs of just capturing how fucking evil that shit really was. Um,
Oh, okay.
you know,
I didn't
and
didn't really want to touch on it too much if we're gonna cover it
yeah, yeah, we
in the
can
future.
wait and then actually go more in depth about the subject matter, uh, when we cover that genre. So, but as far as historical films, I mean, I really can't pick anything else. So.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But
I mean, I could have if I had decided like I did with a couple of other ones where I'm like, okay, it's this one, but we already know it's this one, so I'll
yeah.
uh, you know
Okay. So should we wrap up and uh
choose next week's topic.
okay. So we're
Let me pull up the chat here.
we
I think
haven't
I chose this one, so
yes. We haven't done fantasy yet.
we can do fantasy.
Okay. It's like I just watched a movie that like this whole director has this weird style that I just found out about. So, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do that next week. Like, did we start at 4? It's like
We
it's.
started at right around 4:15.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was a long one. Yeah, we talked for quite a while.
Wow.
We
It's like I'd
we
lost
took a
lost track of time.
I did too. We took a lot of side streets on that one.
Well,
Um,
I mean, I guess ever since Plato and the Republic, it's like those are my favorite things. It's like
yeah, it's great. Yeah.
cause the it seems like I don't know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I don't know. It's like
Hmm.
makes no sense at all. Okay. Well, I mean, it's like 6:30 now. Like,
It is, yeah. Yeah. I'll
okay.
have to jump off here and get some stuff done.
Yeah,
But
I'll let you go. So nice
all
talking with
right.
you. Talk to you
Yep.
next week.
All right. See you then.
Yep. Bye.